So, sixth person was also who I think is going to be our third person in the bottom three, and that's Michael Sarver, who decided he wanted to tackle The Temptations' Ain't Too Proud to Beg. I know Big Hollywood wants to think he's got a lot of soul, and there is a lot of that in his voice. The quality is definitely there. But, no. No. Definitely not the best song choice. That could have gone to maybe Danny instead. Or Anoop could have even tried his hand at that one, but for Michael, that wasn't it. He needed something a lot slower, a lot less demanding, and didn't call for him to bring out characteristics in his voice that actually weren't there. So, Ain't Too Proud to Beg was wrong, wrong, wrong. And the picks I made for him in the fantasy camp, I didn't realize that they were going to be doing classic Motown, which is everything before the 70s. So I'm Easy and Lady would have not been part of that catalog. I realized watching it tonight. So what could Michael have done instead? Since I Lost My Baby. That would have been a great song for him, but I think Michael is definitely headed for the bottom three. Lil with Heat Wave. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. She can pretty much sing anything. Like they said, she can sing the damn phone book and sound great. She's just one of those kinds of singers. But there was just something about that arrangement that was just too rushed and too forced, and I know she really wanted to do a good job of representing what that era was all about. I just don't think that was the right song. Diana Ross and Supreme's I Hear a Symphony might have been a better song choice for her. After Lil came what was probably the best performance of the night, and it was Adam with Smokey and the Miracles' Tracks of My Tears. Did not see that coming at all. I mean, let me go on record right now. America, I owe you an apology because I underestimated your capacity to recognize great talent. When he did Ring of Fire with that really obscure arrangement from Delana last week, I just knew for sure he was going home. I mean, the judges are always talking about looking for stuff that's original, and America's always looking for something different, but I thought that is just too much difference, especially at that point of the competition. I thought for sure he was going home. But it was a pleasant shock, it really was, that America voted otherwise and said, no, we love him. What do you mean he's going home? Hell no. So I couldn't have been more happy with that. And I just wanted to go on record as saying that, yes, I do like Adam a lot. And I do think that he's one of the most original performers they've had in some time on this show. So to see him do Tracks of My Tears the way he did tonight, that was a grand slam. I mean, just the way he cleaned up, that resemblance he had to Kurt Russell playing Elvis in the TV movie, I mean, phenomenal. And the fact that he retained that masculine look and still had the earrings in and it still worked, that said it all. And just the way he shaped and just molded every word and kept that tenderness in there was just phenomenal. I mean, I'm sure there were girls that were melting in their seats. Okay, so maybe he's not that interested in the girls. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because that performance was just everything that we hope to expect from episodes of the show and more. Hats off to you, Adam. You are definitely staying. I mean, if you're not safe tomorrow night, there is no reason to watch the show anymore. But yeah, Adam's here to stay. Danny Gokey decided to tackle The Temptations' Get Ready. Now, I still like Danny. I still thought that the performance was really, really good, but one thing for me took his rating, as far as I'm concerned, from 5 stars down to about 2.5. And that was a little clip they showed before when the performers were interacting with Smokey. He was the mentor this week. But in the clip, when he performed the song in practice with Smokey to get his advice, and Smokey told him that on the parts where the backup singers came in, where he was cutting the ends off of each one of the verses, that was better if he sang the same thing that the backup singers were saying to sort of fill in the song and give him more of a presence and more power in his delivery when he was doing the song. And when he changed it up the way Smokey suggested, it sounded great. But when he got on stage and did the live version, he went ahead and cut all the ends back off of those sentences again. And it's up to them. They can make the final decision, the final choice about how they want to perform the song, and they can elect to take the advice of the mentors or not. Now, this is Smokey Robinson. This is a man who's been doing this for over 40 years. Like Ryan mentioned, he's written over 4,000 songs. He's had hit after hit after hit, whether he was performing the songs with the Miracles, by himself, or producing other people. I think he knows what the hell he's talking about. When someone of that caliber takes the time to mentor you and to give you that kind of advice and you choose not to take it, I don't know about that. So yeah, Danny used to be my front running favorite, but now he's gone from here to kind of down about here. And Adam's really taking his place very rapidly. So I think that Danny's going to be safe. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's going to be safe this week. But I'm going to keep an eye out for his future performances to see if any, shall we say, Mandisa moments happen to come up, because you never can tell, especially considering his background. But we shall see. Okay, last but not least, definitely not least, Allison wrapped it up by doing the Temps' Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Amazing. Abso-frackin-lutely amazing. I do not know where this girl gets it from, especially at her age. 16? It's difficult to believe that this girl is 16. Her poise, her stage presence, the power she has when she, just digs into a song like this. And this is not an easy song for anybody to do, but for a 16-year-old, wow. She easily could have aced the entire evening if Adam had been even slightly below par. But he was on his game tonight, so she came in a very, very close second. So of all the performances that took place tonight, I would say Adam is definitely in the lead. Allison's a very close second. Anoop would be third. Matt, I would say, comes right after, followed right behind by Lil. And then everybody else kind of ranks down to the very bottom. But that's the end of the performances for Motown Week. Tomorrow night is results. Sounds like it's going to be jam-packed with a lot of good stuff. Stevie's going to stop by. Smokey's doing a duet with Joss Stone. Whoa. Speaking of 16-year-olds, there was one girl who blew a lot of people away when she was 16, Joss. It's going to be a good show tomorrow night. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Till tomorrow, I will see you all later, so take care and talk to you soon.